Welcome, one and all, to another great episode of Culture Junkies Live. I'm Ken Shiro. This is the Great Adakuji. This is GQ. That is.
Megatron!
You don't need all that damn room anyway. We're here to.
Well, little fella.
Little fella, huh? So we're here to talk.
Turtleneck.
Is that right? Is that right? Okay, yeah, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, we're here to talk about a lot of things, including whose fault is it that Highguard is a massive flop of epic proportions? We'll get to that. Dido played it. I played it. We'll give our honest thoughts, and then we'll like to hear from people like Megatron who just refused to pick up the controller.
I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, he said it's a waste of time. So
it smells like a watermelon.
We'll talk about it, but first, I want to ask you all a couple questions. Did y'all see that Mummy trailer that came out? That came out today. That shit looks crazy. Listen. It was like skin peeling and all this. Like, it's going straight horror with this one. No. This is the guy that made Evil Dead Rise. No, it's not the same one. No, it's not that. Nuh-uh. Well, what's his name? Lee Cronin, I think his name is. Yeah. No. Oh no, it's definitely not that.
A movie named
The Mummy. Yes. Yeah. Hmm. No, it's still with. Well, see, the thing is those old Universal monsters, they're public domain, so anybody can make a movie with those names. Yeah, but this one will probably be the Brendan Fraser Wedge Wise. Yes. So what I'm saying. So no, there's a trailer for that. It looks freaky as hell. Right up some people's alley. Straight horror. I think it should be. It could be pretty cool.
And I can't hear you.
Can't hear
you.
Mega went
going in and out.
Oh, you know what? It's probably his mic is tilted up too far. So
you gotta get it
pointed directly at your mouth.
A hot dog.
There you go. Directly at your mouth. There you go. That might be better. But in any case, no. There's that. Solicit thoughts. You're wearing a Detroit Bad Boys shirt. Solicit thoughts on All Star Weekend this past weekend. No. Forget Saturday. We know Saturday was trash. Probably. But Saturday was trash. I'm talking just about the All-Star Game tournament that happened on
tournament.
Sunday. Yeah, so essentially it was a tournament. What they did this year is, instead of it being East versus West, because we know players don't like to give effort.
Sound for whom? Just Megatron?
Yeah, if it's just Megatron, maybe I'll go over there and see. It says.
Isn't that what they say the YNs wear now? The quarter zip? Is that what it is?
Is that what they say, the YNs? Look at you up on the lingo, old man.
It says just you.
I am an old man.
Just Mega?
Just the Mega. That microphone.
Oh, no, this is not something that I have to do there. You know what? Just give me a second.
You guys talking about the goddamn All-Star game.
There's other stuff, so you set up your projector. Talk about that.
What? I was going to talk about that stupid All-Star game. I think that's dumb. East versus West. What's so hard about the tournament? Tournament with who? Did they pick like somebody out of the crowd and say, hey, you guys are going to play the pros? It's going to be All-Star game?
Right.
Is that what's going on?
Again, I haven't watched basketball in 10 years, personally. This just I have this because it's a mixture of Tigers. Raw. That's the only reason I'm wearing this. It has nothing to do with basketball. So let's see if Megatron's got some.
Level.
Pistons didn't want no smoke, man. You guys are about to get mushed. Oh, somebody did get mushed. It's mushed. Oh, no, I'm not going to get into that.
He's saying there's no rivalry anymore, according to Pryor. Also, what's up to Wolverine Salytic? Shout out to you. Your birthday coming up this coming Monday, you said. So happy birthday to you. Other Steve subscribed for 57 months in a row. Appreciate it. That's almost 5 years, y'all.
Yeah.
He's closing
That
in on
is
5 years of just.
Freaking amazing. Thank you so
Appreciate you.
much.
Hello?
Yep.
Can anyone hear me?
Use 1-2 step.
Caller, are you there? Can anyone hear me? Hey, we Megan Sean's on the main line. To answer your question, I enjoyed that.
Can you explain the format for those that are out there, that especially this guy who doesn't get it?
Okay, so you had the young guys, the old guys, and then you had the foreign guys.
It's USA versus the world.
So the young USA guys had to play the
world first.
The world, and then clearly they beat them because all that Euro trash, and then the Euro guys had to play the
old heads.
The old heads, and then the old heads, as they should have, popped them because of Kawhi the Claw Leonard playing like he was possessed by the I can't even say the ghost of Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan's alive.
Yeah.
Possessed by the non-NASCAR ice in the back Michael Jordan, and they won. And then they had to then play the youngins versus the old heads, which I can't say old because I'm older than all of them. So the youngers versus the older players, and
did they play full games?
So no, they did
12
not.
minutes.
Yeah,
12
minutes. So
I was
essentially,
gonna ask
so
that.
here's let me explain. In a roundabout way, they did a round robin tournament. The whole thing was based around USA versus the world because the reason they shifted to this format because when it was East versus West, players did not participate. They did not play hard. They basically goofed off, put no effort, and it was lackluster.
That's how it should be. It's to have fun. You want to get
LeBron.
It's a
'cause of
lackluster
LeBron.
product, bro.
It's because of LeBron.
It is mostly
It's 'cause of LeBron.
Yeah.
It's really,
The-
it's the
when-
It was a
players
lack
you have.
because at least when we were kids, when we would watch it, the players would play and they would want to compete.
Because they were professionals.
Exactly.
Correct. There you go.
Once,
That's why
once
I don't
the bean
watch it.
died. Yeah, once the bean
Once
died.
Bean died,
because
yeah, it was
Kobe,
over.
when he played in it, he made sure it was competitive because he wanted to win.
Infamously, remember that when
LeBron didn't take the shot.
yes,
Yeah.
that one
And
when
then he
LeBron
told
did
him to
not
block-
take the
yeah.
shot
And then Kobe ended up blocking him. Anyway,
Yeah.
I can talk about the bean all day.
all day,
But-
all day.
But now with Anthony Edwards, with Kawhi, with Cade, these guys are competitive and they want to win again. And now we have some quote unquote dogs in the league. Hopefully, we can get back to how things need to be.
Yeah, because one of the things that you have to understand, because they did a round robin tournament and it was basically 1 12-minute quarter, winner take all. So if you didn't win, get off the court.
God,
Right?
that's why the
So-
score was so low because I did see that. I was like,
Right.
how is it 40 points to 20? What
Right.
the hell is
But-
going on?
But very competitive.
But it was competitive from the tip off. Like they wanted to beat these other teams, which made it compelling. So again,
Finally.
every single game was good, with the exception of the last one when the young kids blew the old
Well, it's 'cause
dudes
they
off
were-
the court.
They were tired.
They were tired.
They-
They were tired.
The young guys, they got them young legs.
Yeah,
they,
man.
they were tired.
It was
Oh,
good.
I want to address something. What's that? You got moonshine over there? Is that what you're drinking?
It's not moonshine. I would never drink that much stuff.
Moonshine.
This is water, H2O.
I was just wondering why you pulled it out of a look like a moonshine,
That's
container.
that's his cup from your bear.
cup
It's
from
come
the
from
bear.
the bear.
Oh, okay. All right.
bear cup.
Okay, there you go.
From the
I,
bear.
I
Yes,
was
chef.
just wondering. I was like, man, just like got his Johnny Fingerhole shirt. He's just going crazy now. He's just
I
like,
got to keep my hydration.
To stay on the topic, I guess to finish up the All-Star game conversation. If they were to switch back to East versus West, do you think they should do that? And if they kept the round robin tournament, how would you do it?
I'm tired of these stupid tournaments in basketball. I don't even get the first one with the got loud courts. Like, why the heck did they stop the season to play a tournament for a championship? Does it even mean anything?
I will reiterate. No.
It doesn't mean nothing. So you win. You say, "Oh, I won."
You win, but
get rings?
But you also
You get some rings?
you get a cup, a trophy,
You get a cup.
and you also get extra money.
Hmm.
And the reason they do this is because
That should be your preseason.
these players dog it in the regular season.
That's fine. That should be their preseason. And no more like preseason games. That tournament's your preseason, and then they jump right into it. There's another thing a guy was saying that they should change basketball where there's no longer 82 games. He was saying you should start the game on Christmas Day because stop competing with the NFL because you're trying to compete with nothing can compete with the NFL in that aspect.
Right.
I think he said do
That's
64 games, only 3 games a week, so these people are not busting their ass, I guess. And if somebody say on Monday decides to sit on Monday, they can't play the whole entire week.
Here's the way.
I'm
Here's
fine
the
with
reason.
that.
Here's
It's
the
never
rea-
gonna happen.
It'll never happen. Want to know why?
They don't do stuff like that. Same
No.
reason why they don't have a regulation, not
So
regulation.
many contracts, money, and everything tied up in basketball.
You just hit on it
anyway.
right
That's
there.
the whole thing.
Less games, less money,
Yep.
Exactly.
which will also translate to higher ticket prices.
Well, higher ticket prices, less advertising dollars. There's
Correct.
all again. I get that from the product standpoint. From a former fan, I just don't. It's the current product is garbage to me, dude. I'm sorry. There's great players out there,
Yeah.
but the fact that you got flopping, the fact that you got like just all of this stupidity, if you can't even go down in the paint and get any actual work done, that's not
Looking
fun
at
to
you,
watch.
Carl Anthony Towns.
This is not fun to watch. Like I literally watched like recently seeing some of these young cats seeing Jordan in his highlights. Dude, I'm sorry. Most of those players now could not handle the way it was played back then. I don't care what nobody says. I understand that LeBron is a big dude, but no.
And that is
He's a tall dude.
he is a
Wait,
tall
you
I
dude.
wouldn't say he's big. He's tall.
But
When
that's
he
what
when he
makes-
first started, he was quite.
Oh yeah, no, he's
big,
bigger
you know.
than them
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what makes to me the Pistons so much of a fun watch because they do play that old school style of ball. They play physical. They play defense, and they ain't trying to rain a bunch of threes. They'll take you down on the block and they'll score. Right. That's what
Take
makes
advantage
it
of that. Since nobody wants to play defense, take advantage of that shit.
And that's how they. That's why they got the best record in the league right now. Honestly, 100%.
Keep it up.
But anyway, I digress. Let's get off of that. Highguard.
Good.
Highguard is interesting as a not even just as a game, but just as it's a fascinating thing because the game launched 2 weeks ago, and for all intents and purposes, it's dead on arrival. Like it got initial launch. It's free to play. Everybody tried it, and the next day, it was just dead. Now, most people could say that, oh, well, the game just must not have been that good. So you played it. I played it. What did you think of the game?
First off, I don't play games like that at all. Back in the
And
90s.
it showed. I'll
hold
be
on.
honest. It
Back
showed.
in the 90s and the early 2000s, hold on. Before you decide to say, hey, I ate Oreo cookie before they start coming out with different flavors. All right?
Wait a minute, what?
That's what I'm trying to say. First person shooters, I was there in the beginning. And I played first person shooters. And I had fun until I started feeling ill. I don't know what the heck it was the deal with the frame rate or what that was going on, but I started feeling motion sickness, so I stopped playing them. Back when the Xbox came out and Halo came out, we used to get around at my house and 3-4 Xboxes, 16 people, the whole entire house
LAN
What a time
parties.
to be alive.
playing LAN parties. And I tried to play them, but then again, I was getting frustrated because I'm like, how the heck am I shooting you? You hit me once, I'm dead, you didn't die, and I unloaded 2 clips on your ass.
Hit
That
you with
shit-
the shotgun and then the melee.
Probably. I don't know what the heck was going on. And I just didn't decide to go into that, all right? Fine. What have you. I have watched you play. I have watched people play Overwatch back in the day.
Mhm.
When I say back in the day, it was a few years ago because I don't know if Overwatch is still popular. But when it first came out, I watched people online play it. And this game right here, I didn't feel there was anything wrong with the gameplay. There are things that I think they could probably tighten up. Like it should be more people because 3-on-3 is not enough, specifically how big the freaking areas are.
Yes.
And
yes,
like
that.
trying to find stuff like I know I couldn't see what you were saying at the same time as I was trying to play, but I'm trying to find this stupid fucking whatever the guy's name
He
is.
was getting lost. He
And I was
couldn't
like,
find
where the hell
trailer.
is this guy?
He couldn't
And I was,
find
'cause
the
I was
trailer
looking at
for
the
nothing.
map and I was trying to find the trailer because I thought he was on the map.
You couldn't find it.
And I was just like, it was just stuff like that. That was for me being inexperienced, period.
Mm-hmm.
But what I liked is the change of capture the flag. Because all I thought, I don't know if there's going to be more modes, but it's capture the flag. But it was not just, oh, I'm going to run over there, grab your flag, and run back. Because Quake, one of the Quake tournaments, I played capture the flag, and it was like that. It was just you run, grab it, run back. This one was like, well, first off, you got to have the material, the Stormbreaker, I think they call it,
Yes.
before you can get into the people's, the other people's
Base.
their base, and then you have to plant these fucking bombs, and you got to either protect the bombs or go around and just murder people. But when it's only 3-on-3, if you got somebody that's good like the team I was on, We won because apparently there was somebody carrying the team. I wasn't. I got 2 kills, and that was it. It said 400 damage. Everybody else was in the thousands. I'm like, okay. Anyway.
So Technodrome.
But it was the part of the gameplay. I personally didn't see what was wrong with it because outside of that, I think it needed more people. Like it should literally be more people and more roles. Like there's somebody who gets the money for the base because in order to buy shit at the trader, you got to freaking mine for the money. And I'm like, I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
And then you have to bust through walls, which again, you should have people who that's their specialty is blowing shit up. You should have people that all they do is guns, people that all they do is melee, people that all they do. And I'm just saying that. I didn't say it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just those are improvements that I think would have been made from somebody who is not as experienced.
Mm-hmm. So I will chime in. I actually did play a couple of rounds as well, going past the tutorial stage. But the things that bothered me about it is that, like you said, it's a huge map. You hardly have any players. If it's 3-on-3 and you're on this huge ass map, it takes a long time to get anywhere, to find anything. And then if you want to upgrade your armor, you got to mine these crystals in order to do that. And you can only do it either by shooting at it, you wasting your ammo, or doing melee. I don't want to have to go through all that. And then fortifying the walls.
Yeah.
That shit is pointless. Like, what's the point of doing that? It took too long for you to get into the action and actually start doing anything. So that's part of the problem. Although I did enjoy that it was a high fantasy concept. I really enjoyed the representation that it had. The main character was black. Like the first main 4 heralds, or however you want to call them, wardens. They were black. They were minorities, right? One, you could you can morph into a wolf.
That's
you can
what I
morph into a panther. You can ride griffins and stuff like that. Visually, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think it just had problems underneath that, made it something that people will get bored with very quick.
I think most of the problems has to do with gamers' expectations, really, because like my expectations for one of your favorite games, Art Graders, I'm sitting there waiting for something to happen. If I were really into those games and I thought like how I thought right now, I wouldn't play Art Graders.
When you hear
the same reason why you don't want to play Highguard is because I'm sitting there watching where's the action. When you guys are going to jump into the
I think he has a different reason for not wanting to play Highguard. What's the reason? Is
Both of y'all done said it's a waste of time.
I didn't say it was a waste.
Yes,
I never said it was a waste of time.
Yes, you did.
Did I use those words?
If you play it back, you said it's a building the wall, a waste of time.
I said
Building
it was pointless.
And they waste.
You're talking about
I don't have time. I'm not running around here farming while playing Capture the Flag. That's the most ridiculous thing. And then why am I turning into a panther? Why am I riding a griffin? Give me the gun. Point me to my objective in a first-person shooter.
Yeah, you can't
I know. And to Wolverine, no, MK Pryor's point. Was it MK Pryor?
Yeah.
No, to Patrick's point. Sorry about that, Patrick.
Okay.
Nobody should have known about the game. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It was announced last at the Video Game Awards, so now it has expectation. Had the game just been dropped quietly, it would have had, 10, 20,000, people as a fan base. They could have played it quietly, made their adjustments if necessary, and then if the game became something, it became something. But now you have 100,000 people or more run to a game. Streamers are running to a game, and they can kill a game these days faster than anything. And like y'all said, it's 3 people or 6 people. The map is huge, wasting time. You gotta build something, wasting time. You gotta go and farm. You gotta farm. But when there's so many other games that you could be playing in that moment, why am I playing this?
Because it's like when you will play a game like this, first-person shooter, you want to get in, you want to get to the action. Before you can even get to the action, you got 5 or 10 minutes of preparation before you can even do that. And I'm just like,
it's a waste.
Again, go ahead.
I was just gonna say when you say it that, and again,
just go ahead and say it. It's okay.
I'm not hating on the best game that's gonna win probably game of the year. I bet you it's probably gonna.
I think it already did.
Art Graders won.
Yeah, it already did. Only being out 2 months.
Oh, I thought it came out this year.
No, it came out
Clear
last year.
Obscure won best
Clear
game.
No,
of
it
the
won.
year.
What did it win? It won something.
So it won something.
Best
But
multiplayer
regardless,
game though.
There we go.
Probably yeah. Probably
That's
did that.
also heavy preparation. Now, that's the thing, and it even seems even more heavy preparation because you're not really preparing in a game. You're gathering supplies until the Stormbreaker drops, and then when the Stormbreaker drops, then it's you better be done
like
doing your stuff.
You can't even get into the other person's base unless you have the Stormbreaker. That's another impediment right there.
But again, I think in Capture the Flag, I mean, some people think if it's not broke, don't fix it. And look, I'm not advocating for people to go play the game. I'm trying to use the logic of which is in for me to understand why people don't like it.
Right.
Because I didn't see anything that was unlikable. I did see stuff that's different than other stuff. And then I saw stuff that's the same as other stuff. Because if you like one game and you're spending half an hour preparing before you even get in the game, and you don't like this game and you're actually in the match and you just have to get, to me, the logic, it doesn't click.
So
I think the real problem is, though, this game sounds like it's trying to fill holes that are already filled. You got Fortnite if you want to build on the fly.
Well, it's not building like Fortnite.
No. I'm just saying in the sense of what you guys are describing, because you've got games that already do all that have been popular for years. Is if you want to get a new audience, if you want to pull people away from something that they're already doing, don't give them stuff that they're already doing and having fun with in another game.
Well,
is what I'm saying.
It's from what I'm seeing, it's trying to do stuff differently because things were done the same so often. Like the Capture the Flag thing, like I said, they tried to do a new spin on Capture the Flag, which I can see what they were doing. But my thing is, why is it bad?
Because it's bad. Ain't nobody trying to ride no horse while
wanna ride
shooting a
horses?
gun. None of them know.
You play Red Dead Redemption?
Yes, in red, that's third person.
Red horse
First
shoot-
person, ain't nobody
there it
trying to
is
do
right
all
there.
that. You
You see,
riding this
there it is
Griffin
right there.
and you're getting sniped from who knows.
You
Ain't
should
nobody
did
got
the
time
thing
for
where,
all
like,
that.
you ever see those cowboys, or they riding on a horse and then they grip to the side like that, where they just hold the legs and shoot.
Yes,
and you get
but
all the
in-
way over and
But in,
like
now in third person, that would be great. In first person, now you're blind because the horse is covering
You
whatever
can't
your
see-
whole
you
side
can't
is.
see left. 100%.
And I'm not saying that the game is bad. I'm saying it's a waste because there's so many other great properties out there.
That do it better in a lot of ways.
Right. So why, and listen here, sir. Let me just address you hopefully for the final time. You don't have to do any of that in Arc Raiders.
I
You can
realize
just
hop
jump
right in.
right into a game.
then you
But
die.
if you're going in there and you have a certain objective, whether it is to take down a queen or a bastion, and you're getting parts so you can finish off your expedition, which is what I'm doing now. So you have to gather all these materials, but there's a end game to it, and it's a long-term investment to you prestiging and then starting over,
Sometimes
so to
you
speak.
can just get in and get out.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the game.
Mhm.
I mean, because like Apex is a very popular game,
Yes.
but it is not Arc Raiders.
You know what? This game has some elements of Apex.
Yeah,
in it.
well, that's what
Yeah.
GQ was saying.
Yeah.
It's taking parts from a bunch of successful games,
Yeah.
but also though people don't really like different.
They don't.
like. They want
Therein lies the
something.
problem.
It has to catch you though. If it's going to be different,
Well,
it
for
has to catch
example, Arc Raiders. I've been watching Arc Raiders for 9 months. I remember telling Snafu about it, right? And then it came out, and then boom, now people that were playing Call of Duty for years, now they're not playing Call of Duty. Now they're playing the game I've been watching. Which, from a low-level streamer, like, it kind of sucks because in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sneak this one in, and ain't nobody going to know about this. And, well, no, everybody knows about the game now. But that's just, they're a victim of their success, which is fantastic. And then there's that. It's just so many other properties.
Even with Helldivers 2 was the one that was super
Blew
popular.
up. Yeah.
Helldivers have been around for a while.
Yeah.
People just didn't talk about it. If this game would have, like you said, wasn't thrown into the big time, basically, right off the
they
bat,
could have
when
made
it wasn't
whatever
really
patch
ready.
fixes. Like if Dido played it, and hey, let's say he was just, like they had sent him a like a form, some feedback, and he was like, A, B, C, D, maybe add 2 or 3 more players, and then maybe they make those adjustments. But obviously now, because they fired everybody, they're probably not making any of those, those adjustments. And I never want to see nobody
Lose their job. Yeah.
never, but. That's unfortunate.
Well, let me cover another aspect of this. Let me ask you guys this. So, infamously, like you all alluded to, this was hyped up at the Game Awards by Jeff Keighley. It was like it got a very prominent position, and it was a game that literally came out of nowhere. Nobody had heard of it, nobody had seen it, and then he comes out with this trailer. Which I'll be honest, when I saw it, I was like, it was uninspiring.
Yeah,
to me,
and then
right?
they have Marathon that's about to drop, made by Bungie,
right,
which is a very colorful game as
Yes.
well.
Yes,
so
it is.
So
I'll
they
be honest,
kind of set it up.
Gameplay of that, I'm a little.
Oh no, I'm not.
too.
It's
Okay.
first person.
Yeah.
Yuck.
A little, but anyway, getting to what I was saying is that the developer for Highguard came out and is saying that he's blaming gamer culture for killing the game, basically from minute one. And I'm gonna try and read his entire quote to see what he says. He said, "The day leading the Game Awards 2025 was the most exciting of my life. After 2.5 years of passionately working on Highguard, we were ready to reveal it to the world. The future seemed bright. Everyone I knew had a connection to the team or the project, yada, yada, yada." He said the feedback that he got, the pre-reveal, was quite positive, and when it was negative, it was constructive and all actionable. But then the trailer came out and was all downhill from here.
Because they, just like most suits, like I don't know who they ever get to do these reviews, but they're not getting real people.
They're not getting honest feedback.
Go and get honest feedback from actual gamers. If you want to get like a streamer, you want to get a dad, you want to get a kid,
Right.
and you get, maybe 30 of them, and you let them, run the game through its paces for 2-3 weeks, then ask them how they feel. But I guarantee whoever he talking about said that game was great. They must have worked in the same office.
So yeah,
which
right.
is why he fired them too.
Because again, this game, nobody seemed to know about it. It didn't have an alpha test. It didn't have a beta test, which is where you get
testing at all.
none.
And that in and of itself is a problem. It's like, first off, like to your point, it's not hard to get together a focus group
At all.
because you're giving people money to do something.
Right.
You can easily get people to come in, and especially for a game that's not out yet,
Right.
people are going to eat that up.
Especially for content creators that
Yeah.
want to basically make their names.
Yeah,
on
so
shit?
it's
Come
like
on.
you can get people to play this thing. Like you
Yeah.
said, you should have had an alpha and a beta test out there for this. It's almost like we got, to your point again, we got thrown in on center stage, and it's like, well, and it's fine. You worked on this for 2 years. That's great. Doesn't mean it's a good product.
Correct. Let me continue from what he said. He says content creators love to point out the bias in folks who give positive previews after being flown out for an event. Yes. But ignore the fact that when their negative leaning content gets 10 times the engagement of the positive, they got just as much incentive to lean into a disingenuous direction, whether consciously or not. The hate started immediately. In addition to dogpiling on the trailer, I personally came under fire due to my naivete on Twitter. That was his first mistake, which almost all of my now former coworkers had learned to avoid during their previous game launches. After setting my Twitter account to private to protect my sanity, many content creators made videos and posts about me and my cowardice, amassing millions of views, inadvertently sending hundreds of angry gamers into my replies. They laughed at me for being proud of the game, told me to get out McDonald's applications. Well, damn, that's kind of brutal. And mocked me for listing having autism in my bio, which is kind of cruel. Which they seem to think was evidence of the game being woke trash. It's all very emotionally taxing.
See, that's
too.
stupid. Yeah.
That's probably why they bashed it.
Because he had autism in his profile.
No, because
the
of the
word-
black
the
people.
woke.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's probably because I never saw the trailer,
Right.
but in the trailer, can you tell that even though it's a first person
no.
game,
No, you can't tell who the characters are and what they look like just because it's first person.
right?
Unless you're actually looking at other characters, you can't really see it. And they didn't really showcase a lot of the wardens. They just showed the guns and the gameplay. You can ride griffins and horses. And
Now, clearly not all. I'm definitely not saying all, but some white people do not want to play as somebody black. And for them to call it woke trash, it's a video game where you got to go and farm and you're riding a griffin. So there's a griffin. The griffin isn't even real. So
Right.
so in that regard, what is woke about the game? Was there somebody LGBTQ in the game?
Not that I could tell.
Right. So I would surmise that
Melanin, a lot of
that
females.
it started because they had to play as somebody black. Because why would anybody mention it being woke to him? There's nobody homosexual in the game. There's nobody trans in the game. So there's just brown people.
Yeah, literally the default character is the brown.
So
is a brown male.
that in itself is probably what started it. And then once, I imagine by there being no alpha and no beta test, there might have been some frame rate issues. There might have been some glitching in the game at the time. So then at that point,
right?
well, I'm not saying from y'all, I'm saying from whatever they played. And then at that point, it was eviscerated. I mean, it sucks because if the main person wasn't black, I don't think he gets hit like this.
Doesn't make no.
But that's just
sense.
But for him to say they were calling it woke trash, like that's 80% of the negative energy is because the main person.
Now, that isn't to take away that the game didn't have some things that probably would turn some people off.
For sure.
The long time to get into action, the mining aspect, the water. To me, that was just like, okay, man, can I just get in there?
I didn't do it. I just ran
people?
around, looked for freaking chest, open up the chest. My thing is, I don't know what guns I should grab, so I was just like, I'm not gonna grab that.
That's part of the problem. It was like
armor. I'm just gonna get
it was
armor.
like there was so much to choose from. Can I just get in and start shooting? Like even Valorant lets you do that, and Valorant was also accused of being woke trash.
Well, again, woke trash and all that is that's dog whistle and that's BS. Most of the people that use that word don't even know what that word actually means.
True.
As far as coming down on his autism, that's just obviously unacceptable. But everything else, welcome to the internet. Welcome to Reddit. Welcome to social media. Like that's just how people are.
Disgusting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, again, I did not play it. However, based on what you guys are saying, it just sounds like it tried too hard to accommodate a lot of other popular themes from a lot of other games.
Yeah.
And they could have maybe worked that in at some point, but to me, from what you're describing, I'm hearing Arc Raiders, Fortnite, basically every other first-person shooter I've ever played.
A little bit of Overwatch because it's hero-based.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It was quite a lot. I mean, just jumping right into it, you got powers and you got guns and you got grenades and you got sniper rifles, rocket launchers, melees, traders, chests. It was a lot, dude. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, Snafu had said that they didn't even have a spot, that was just something that Jeff just went crazy.
So I'm going to address that, Snafu. I'm glad you actually brought that up. So there's a lot that's been come out the last couple of days about the behind the scenes of Highguard. So apparently it was developed by a supposedly indie studio. And it's just been revealed that an indie studio was actually privately funded by Tencent, that big, company in China. So are they really independent if they're getting privately funded by Tencent? There's that, but also who was on the board of the Video Game Awards? Tencent. Who got prominent spot at the end of the Game Awards pushed by Jeff Keighley himself? Highguard. Probably pushed by Tencent to hype this game that they want to try and maybe get some kind of ROI on, and it flopped terribly.
And usually you just let the game speak for itself. Like Arc Raiders, like Helldivers 2, like Apex. If the game is there, then the people are, they're going to enjoy themselves.
And there's one other aspect in GQ. You can talk to this too because, with your marketing background. Have you seen or heard anything about, outside of that TGA trailer, any marketing at all for Highguard anywhere?
Not at all. And it's not so much that I was looking for it, but this is also nothing new, though. I mean, a company backs a project, and they've got a show that we're doing that we happen to be behind. Hey, we got this project. Throw it on there. That happens all the time. So, I mean, I'm not saying that that's something that's bad. I mean, that's obviously what they're going to do. And then Keighley, he's, charge of the Game Awards, so of course he's gonna probably get a back end on it. So
Sure.
yeah, he's gonna push it. This game just wasn't ready to be pushed yet.
But do you think there was something that they knew the game wasn't really ready? There was very little marketing.
Nobody wants to fail, but
Right.
at the same time, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's probably like, look, we're going down the list of projects that we're doing. Push this one out the door because we're not going to deal with this anymore.
Because again, visually it looks amazing, but the game it has no alpha, it has no beta, has no marketing campaign to speak of.
Arc Raiders had an alpha and a beta.
Exactly. Most
and
games,
you had to pay for the game.
So clearly, to me, all that says to me is they had something to. They weren't proud of this game. They had something to hide. It felt like.
I would just use it.
What it felt like.
Like when it comes to movie, I would compare it to movies.
Okay.
You know, y'all always say that, you know, if you don't get the review but the night before, that's never like a good sign. You know, so like, you know, when y'all get reviews 2 weeks out, 98, you know, the movie's great, that's usually a good sign that it's going to be fantastic. But for it to just be dropped on everybody, I mean, it definitely sucks for him, you know, from an internet standpoint. You know, social media is cruel, obviously, to a business standpoint.
Right.
Hopefully he can make whatever adjustments, maybe adding more people, and maybe fixing some of the things you and Dido.
That's gonna happen.
You know, you and Dido spoke on.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like most of the team got laid off already.
But the other issue with that is, and I think the business model on it, again, we don't know all the details on the back end, but it sounds like they were trying to push that Fortnite business model of it's free to play.
Right.
We're going to hit you up with some microtransactions to make our money.
And that microtransactions were already there. Right there. They were there in the store.
Oh.
And that's, again, I get it. That works. It has clearly been done by Fortnite for the last 10 years. However, there's one that's already at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Copying them is not necessarily going to get you the same success.
Correct.
No.
Correct.
So, you know, that's just one of those things where it's just like, you got to, even if you charge $20 for the game right off, you might have made a little bit of something. But
just
when
based off being curious.
Yeah, when it's free and then at the same time not necessarily great and has, you know, a lot of shortcomings to overcome, you're kind of behind the 8 ball already.
Dido, did you said, because you were streaming it, so you didn't hear any of your party members, right? So when I played it, I was playing with it sounded like a couple of little kids and maybe a parent that was playing with his kid. I think that might have been an audience because I think because of the mythical creatures and stuff like that, if they had marketed to younger kids, they probably might have had something
They
there.
have to take the guns.
No.
When you market it to his kids, you gotta unrealistic the guns. Those guns were pretty real.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
AK-47.
Yeah, that part.
It's got to be pure fantasy.
Okay, that part makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, so
That part does actually.
So it also sounds like they didn't have an audience in mind.
No,
they didn't know how to.
They didn't know what they.
I don't think
wanted
they
to do
knew
with
how to
this
market
thing.
the game because, like, if you got, like you said, the fantasy aspect, because I don't think I used any of the magic powers that was in the game.
Me either.
Because I was like, besides the one where you can knock down walls faster, which is I think has an auto charge. Because like I was getting a little annoyed with the stupid melee thing because you have to time the fucking melee.
Dude,
thing.
you have to time the swings.
That
to get
was
perfect.
a little annoying as shit to me.
It's
Because
funny
like,
how he can never get it perfect. I was getting it all the time.
I don't even care, dude.
Hold on.
You click it, then you got to click it again as the
It's
thing
like
shrinks.
click.
They've added like 15 different styles of gameplay in this thing. See, they really didn't.
Just chopping. You
They
shouldn't have
really did not know what they wanted to do.
Exactly.
That's
A
what it sounds like to
waste.
me.
So what you're describing is an overly ambitious game. That's what this
no,
kind of
dude,
was.
that's not even overly ambitious. That's literally to grab one of Dido's cooking examples. You're trying to make stew, but you're literally grabbing everything in the kitchen and putting it into this stew as if that's going to make a great stew. It's like, hold on now.
That'll make it worse.
Right. Don't
fine-tune
put
some
put
stuff.
pork, chicken, beef, and then oregano,
Yeah.
and then tofu in this, and think somebody's going to really want to eat
some
this.
tomato
It's
sauce
like,
and some sugar.
it's like, come on now.
some garlic.
Don't grab
like,
everything in
damn.
the seasoning.
Yeah, not
Just
everything
throw it
can
in
work
there.
together.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You literally described 4 different control schemes.
Well, it was a little like annoying because like to change your weapon was a button, But if you wanted to change to a grenade, it was like your
Yeah,
cross.
it was on the D-pad. Yeah.
Look, I'm not.
A waste of
I'm
time.
gonna tell you something. I already deleted the game.
I knew he was gonna come around.
Well, he said he was
I
going to do
said
it.
I was gonna
He
delete
said
it
he was
because I'm
gonna
like,
do it.
I'm never gonna. I played it just to have an opinion.
For sure,
on it.
for sure.
Talk about it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I'm not gonna
Same.
freaking be like,
But-
oh, I'm gonna talk to something I don't know nothing about it.
But
What?
developers
Listen to Megatron here.
of Crimson Desert.
Oh.
Now, damn it, you didn't saw what happened to Highguard. Don't you let me down, Crimson Desert. Don't you let me down.
Let's talk about that game a little bit, because
Crimson Desert, I don't
Don't
that,
you let me down.
that looks like a really ambitious sandbox type game.
Looks like a top 15 ever game is
Yeah.
what it looks like.
It's what it looks like,
With
right?
the capabilities. Now, it looks amazing.
When you hear that the game has, and you guys talk, has no leveling system,
And
Like,
no
you don't-
microtransactions.
no
either.
microtransactions, no leveling
Oh, and it's
system.
third
The
person.
only thing you do, yes, it's third person. The only thing you do is you upgrade your weapons, and the developers are already warning you, if you choose to go ahead and go to these other regions, you probably will die a lot. But if you're strong enough, you can just go, because again, the abilities you have are what you have. You just unlock more. You don't
Looks
buy
like
them.
a-
You don't
looks like a
level up
Souls
into
game.
them.
There's half
Yeah.
of it. Right. It's not even a Souls game. It's
And
not
it
an
looks like a
RPG.
Soul game.
Take my money.
Yeah,
You got-
it looks fantastic.
I
So
know
what is
Resident Evil. So what?
When does that due to drop?
Sometime later this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's Resident Evil. You
looks
got
fantastic.
we got 007, obviously GTA,
Yeah.
and then there's some other games, Fable and all that. But don't you piss me off?
Hold on. Doesn't GTA have its official date now? Isn't it like November 19th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Ah,
supposed to
crap.
be the date. What?
Well, I was trying to beat GTA 4 and 5 before 6 comes.
Oh, that's
out.
not-
You
that's-
got,
that's
hey,
not
you
happening.
got 9 months and a day.
Yeah, you've in theory
In theory, I can do
you've
it.
got time.
That means,
But in
don't
reality,
do anything else.
does not.
you don't have any time.
Right.
He does not.
Well, here's the thing. You said you got to beat which ones? GTA 4 and what?
4 and 5.
Okay, here's the thing. 4 you can run through.
I'm already. I don't know.
You're already
if
in-
I'm
you're already
halfway
in
through.
4.
Yeah, I'm already in 4.
5 you can get it done as long as you don't get too sidetracked into trying to do everything. Because
March
5
19th.
is massive.
Yeah, March 19th.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
So that's
Next month.
next month.
Yeah.
Next month.
Okay,
So I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Because now it's
Oh.
Resident Evil and
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's wild. But no,
Son of a
you can run through 5 if you just play the story of
That's
5.
it.
Because if you start getting into the brand,
Side
5
missions,
is
forget it.
massive.
Yeah,
Forget
Five
it.
is a
'cause
massive
the game itself is quick. Well, the story of 5
story,
is fair.
yeah.
Right, but if you get to doing them side missions,
Refresh my memory. How long GTA 5 been out? Like over 10 years, right?
man,
I do.
No, so
probably
PlayStation
longer than that.
3.
PlayStation 3, man.
Yeah. So like,
That's insane.
it's
That-
insane.
That's what I'm expecting.
Hey,
That's
dude.
what that's
Six-
what Crimson
six-
Desert. That's
oh,
what
yeah.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You can fish in that game. You get so many different ways because I don't like riding the horse all day for no reason. But it's so many different means of travel.
Mm-hmm.
They've been making that game for like 7 years, I believe.
Okay.
Don't.
Wow. I hope
6 or 7 years.
I
think.
hope next month we aren't talking about another fantastic flop. 'Cause
Well, as long as Resident Evil do what it's supposed to do, I'll
that
get
out
over
yet?
it.
That's-
I'll be all right.
No,
Is Resident Evil 9 out yet?
That's
No,
what I'm
it's-
talking
it's
about.
coming- it's coming soon.
out. No, it's
I think
coming
next month. I think they both come. I think that come out in March too.
So, and Pryor says he's getting Crimson Desert, Fable, and 007.
No
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Blasphemy. He says.
Listen, man, you got Leon fresh off them peptides and that HGH jacked, and then you got the girl.
Didn't it?
I don't think Leon is
wasn't
going
that-
to change
wasn't that-
Chris's.
wasn't- I was gonna say,
HGH.
wasn't
Chris
Chris in there?
Punching boulders.
Right.
Look at.
Wasn't Chris in there? That's what I
Did
saw.
you
Look at
see?
Leon.
Did you see Chris from part 1 to part 5?
Yeah.
His freaking muscles.
He got
went
the
from,
military. Look at Leon.
from this.
Just look at Leon.
Yeah.
This.
Take a look at Leon in the new
Big
one.
Papa Pump.
Yeah.
But
Leon was
Leon is jacked in this new one. He's ready. February.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the 27th.
February
Next
27th.
week.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
I'm ready, and you know what?
Wow.
Now that means I got. Oh God. That means I got a. I got
you
a
gon-
handful
gon-
of days
wait,
to beat.
So you
No,
can
I'm finishing.
gonna finish it?
I'm finishing
Okay.
the
clear obscure.
There you go.
Okay. How far are you into it? Not even a third.
And then wait, I got to finish the expedition first and Arc Raiders.
Oh man, you put
and then
that
I'll
aside.
finish Claire.
Wait a minute,
no,
wait, when is the expedition over?
Is 5 days.
It's okay. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a little bit
It's
of
gonna be
time.
tight. It's gonna be a
It's
lot
gonna
of
be very
sleepless
tight,
nights
yeah.
for you, my friend.
that's what the weekend is for.
Yeah, there you go.
MK Price says he was never a Resident Evil person. He would have got into the Village if you knew who was part of the other collector's edition. And obviously, yeah, that's the other thing. Collector's editions, unfortunately, are becoming harder and harder to get for stuff like that. And the WWE 2K26 doesn't even have a physical collector's edition. I'm like, that's dumb
It's
to
a
me.
digital collector's
What?
edition.
Yes. The wrestling games.
Kiss my grit.
It started last year. The wrestling games just have the only one that's physical is the standard edition. So like all these crazy like covers, and that's what's so stupid about it. They have all these like special covers and stuff, like Attitude Era cover. I'm like, for a digital game, that doesn't mean anything.
At all.
Like that's the stupidest thing ever.
I still have my NBA 2K10 locker.
Oh, the
I
locker,
still
the Kobe
got my-
locker.
I still got
Yes,
my locker.
Yeah,
the locker.
yeah. Some of those old NBA collector's editions were amazing. But that's something that, again, you guys saw it on the unboxings. The last collector's edition I've got was the Assassin's Creed one. If GTA 6 has one, I'll get it. But
Did Yote do one? Ghost of Yote?
I don't know. It probably did.
Probably.
Because you got the Ghost of Tsushima one, right? With no.
Remember, I didn't get Ghost of Tsushima until after. I got both of those games later.
Oh.
Still waiting for it to be cheap. That's the
Well,
problem with Resident Evil for
Tsushima
me.
should be cheap by now.
Yeah, it's
It
been cheap.
should be. Every time I look, there's a local video game store that I follow on Instagram, and sometimes they pop up pictures of
Are you
games
talking
that
about
somebody
a
gave
physical
to.
copy? Okay, gotcha.
I could probably get it cheap,
For sure.
call it
Oh, yeah.
really cheap. I think Sony's doing some sales right now that are like
More
it's
than likely.
crazy.
Yeah, especially
But
with new stuff
digital.
about to drop.
Here's the thing. I don't wanna. That's basically it.
No, absolutely. I mean, to MK Pryor's point, it's like Borderlands 4 had a collector's edition that did not come with the game. Like this just God of War, I think, did that. Came with a
Just
steel
dumb
book
shit like that.
with
I
no
can't
disc.
stand.
I'm
Like,
like,
come on, man.
Them suits,
like-
man.
It's definitely the suits, but it's also the change in the landscape where digital is starting to take over. And it's
Oh,
just like,
Yote had a Kintsugi mask.
oh, nice.
That's nice.
I mean, it's bound to happen, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
And that I thought was going to happen sooner rather than later. Because if you're a PC gamer, you get no physical.
I-
It used to be.
I do not. Correct.
Yeah, we do not.
You used to.
We
that
just
new
get the
box,
game.
That new box is supposed to be like a PC, right? The new
Steam
Xbox.
Box.
No.
Oh, new
He think the
Xbox?
new Xbox. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's saying.
From what I hear, because they're talking about it's going to be $1,500. I'm like, for an Xbox?
Yeah, they can-
So is
they can
that
keep
it then?
That'd be the last Xbox I ever get.
So then technically, that means that's it. This
I don't
is
know.
the
I mean,
last
The last
physical
Xbox.
generation. Then, right?
If they do not
The last
include
physical
a
generation
disc
Xbox.
drive,
Well, yes. Well, I'm sure
Optical drive?
Sony will follow suit. It'll only
Right,
be Nintendo still holding
I
strong.
don't know. Japan do stuff different, so I think PlayStation, just like Nintendo, is probably still gonna do.
and it's a possibility. But like I said, if Microsoft, in order for them to get me to buy a $1,500 Xbox,
Yeah,
it'd have to play every Xbox game. I'm
Exactly.
not talking about I pop the disc in and it downloads it. I'm talking about I pop the disc in and
Yeah.
I can play the game.
Yeah, native.
If it doesn't do
yeah.
that, then I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. If PS6 and the new Xbox both go that route where it's like, look, backwards compatible to the entire
Library.
family,
That's insane.
fine. I'll pay $1,500 because then at that point, it's technically worth it because, dude, I still have all my PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stuff. I still have all my Xbox stuff that I've ever bought. So if I can literally have one box from each company, basically, to rule them all,
Yeah.
that's worth it. Because now it's just two boxes connected to the TV. Anything out of my entire library, obviously no Nintendo stuff, but, whatever. That's fine.
In y'all's
God.
gaming, there he is.
See, I can't see her name. This shit better wash my
That
I
shit
mean,
better
I
wash
already
my
got,
ass for
I already
that
got
price.
toilets that wash my ass, so I'm good.
In y'all's since you've been gamers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess for the three of y'all, sure, but it was for these two. Y'all haven't traded in one game.
Oh, that's not true. Back before,
Before he knew better.
before I've made some very bad mistakes.
He got by GameStop a couple
Not
times. I bet.
GameStop. It was.
Oh, Ben the Merciless,
Men
right?
the
Yeah, Ben the
Merciless.
Merciless. Got him. Yeah, I
I
remember.
remember my dumbass trading in. The reason why I don't have my original Resident Evil 1 or my original Resident Evil 2 or my original Resident Evil 3 is because I traded them in for other stuff. I don't have my Sega CDX because my dumbass I sold it to a friend. I didn't trade it for $60 so I could buy Tobal #1 because it had the Final Fantasy VII demo in it. Because I wanted to play
out of your mind?
out of my mind.
That's like
and
at
to
that
get
point,
that game,
yes.
that story.
what was that?
This,
What was that old joke? It said your mama's so dumb she sold her car for gas money.
that's basically what it was. I remember selling Final Fantasy VII to get Yoshi's Story because I loved Yoshi's Island and I thought Yoshi's Story was gonna be like Yoshi's Island, and it was.
And you
Wait,
had Black Label Final Fantasy.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
old were you?
I don't know, maybe 19.
How much
Did
of
you,
those
did
games
you
were
have
about?
a job?
I don't know if I was working at Media Player.
Are those games worth anything now?
Final
Oh,
Fantasy
oh,
VII.
what?
Final Fantasy VII is not worth that much.
Not really, but having the Black Label one is the.
And I have a Black Label one now, and I
Yeah.
have a Green Label one now.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. But my Sega CDX, that thing I'll never see again because used ones cost as much as my grandfather, and I'll never remember to look. Forget to look on his face.
wait.
There it is, Uncle Blur. Yo, mama's so dumb. Your coach thought a quarterback was a refund.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, what?
Wait, what did you say
I'll never forget.
before that? It sounded like you
cost.
said as much as your grandfather.
No, I wasn't finished speaking.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like,
I was going to say
how
my
much does this
grandfather
thing cost?
bought, because my grandfather bought it for me. The story goes this. I graduated from middle school, mind you. This was back 1994. I was going into high school. I made it into one of the prestigious high schools in Detroit, stories of which I don't really want to talk about because, but this man says, I say, I'll take you shopping. You get whatever you want. I'm like, all right. So we went to Meijer, and they had it. And I said, there was a 3DO
Ooh.
or a Sega
$6.99 if I remember right.
Yeah, and I was like, well, 3DO is $700.
Yeah.
CDX was $400. I said, I want that. And he was like, he looked at me like,
Hey, man. You
He
said I could get
said-
anything I
he
want.
said, I was like, you said I could get it. He bought it
Uh-huh.
for me. And I played the living shit out of it. I played many Sega CD games. Some of them I had to rebuy. Like, well, I kept my Final Fight since then. I still had that. But my Sonic CD, the pink label Sonic CD only came with that one because
Mhm.
the blue label ones came with other ones.
Yep.
Echo the Dolphin, which I beat back then. That's
That game's
Souls
hard.
like.
Yeah.
When I say Souls like, it's because it'll suck your soul. That game is ridiculous. Oh my gosh! If you ain't played Echo the Dolphin, you don't know
that game
shit
is
about video games.
hard.
And I remember writing the passcodes in it. And when I was I don't know if I was I wasn't a freshman. It was my second year of high school because I changed schools. I didn't stay at that school that I got into, and I went to another school. And I wanted Tobal #1 because not only did it look like a good fighting game, which it was.
I remember, yeah.
The Final Fantasy, and I still have that Tobal #1, the one that I still have it, but
The
I
one
don't
that
have
was worth $400, essentially.
yeah, that
right?
Sega CDX, which I do not have anymore, and never ever will probably get another one because it is stupid expensive.
Like how
To
much?
this day?
Oh, dude.
Oh, they're going for like $400 or $500 to this day.
Traded a
Wait, what?
Yeah.
machine
I'm confused.
for $60.
If you're saying you possibly buy this $1,500
I don't want to go backwards in that.
Xbox, the Sega thing is, I'm thinking you about to say like it's like $4,000 or something.
No, it's not that much. Some of them might be up to $1,000.
So you could
But there's
get
no reason for me to get a Sega CDX
Gotcha.
today because I have a Sega CD, I have the Sega CD Model 2, and I have a Polymega, which I can put my Sega
But-
CD games on.
Let it be clear for everybody
Yeah.
here: selling a system for a game is wild.
That's not the
Wild.
wildest thing I've ever done.
We ain't got time for that.
No, it's just a small story. You want to see how dumb Darren, this Dido was when he was a kid? Very dumb. I wanted to play Mega Man 4.
No.
Kid in my class had Mega Man 4, and I was like, let me borrow it. He wouldn't let me borrow it. I said, I'll trade you games to let me borrow it, which means I gave him games to borrow the game that I had to give back.
What did you trade him?
I don't remember. It was NES games, and I really don't remember.
As long as there wasn't stadium events.
No, it definitely wasn't that. Yeah, look at this. If you want, they're
Oh,
listing CDXs for like $700
that's-
on
that's
fucking
crazy,
eBay now. So
That's crazy.
But yeah, I kept all my stuff. I personally did not. The only thing that I quote unquote gave away. No, I gave my original Nintendo to my older brother. That's not. That's but whatever. It's
was
like
this when he was leaving the house to go to college or something?
he was in the Navy, so it's like
Okay. Well, see,
like
you can replace that because you
Yeah.
didn't get in the games, right?
Yeah, I didn't. What am I gonna do with the Nintendo? The original Nintendo just had cartridges that couldn't be used anywhere else, so I just gave him the whole thing. Because by then I had the Super Nintendo and other stuff. I didn't need the Nintendo anymore, so I gave it to him.
I did that with my NES, but I sold it to get a Sega Genesis.
By you.
GQ has a heart.
Right.
Who knew?
I would have thought that you didn't give the cartridges because you could get another NES.
It's in the family. I don't really.
So
You acting like I gave it. You acting like I walked past some
Sound like you on the cabin trip.
Right, like some homeless dude on the street. Like, here, sell this and get yourself some food. No, that's never going to happen. I gave it to my brother, so that's whatever. That's in the family.
You know what you should do one day? Hey man, listen. You still got that Nintendo?
Yeah, man. You got it still. I got all them games. I'm gonna need that back, man.
I need that Nintendo.
I'm gonna need that back.
That's for whatever reason. Like when they came out with the NES Classic, that to me that was like, all right, good. This replaces that Nintendo.
Well, yeah, technically,
because like I don't need.
Yeah, technically.
And to Dido's point, the Switch has all of that stuff for the most part.
They do.
So it's like all you know.
They do.
Game on this so first of all, this is the same man that was asking us for a Culture Junkies onesie for his young baby. She 4 years old now.
Okay, so hook her up with a Culture Junkies shirt.
Right. You gotta get that man a shirt and a onesie.
That's pretty dope. I got a question to ask y'all before we bounce. I saw this on social media and I just wanted to ask it. It's for you guys here, and it's also for all of you out in the chat. Name me an anime that started off fantastic, but just went to shit towards the end, like just real.
And I watch too much anime.
Yeah, like most of the stuff I watch gets one chance.
I'll give you one. For me, I got two actually. One is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan first season started off so high, everybody was super hyped for it, super hyped. And then as it went along, and that story just dragged and dragged and dragged, you're just like, okay, man, I'm done with it.
I finished it, but I had the same problem. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening? Why don't you start telling why do we care? Why are these people turning into freaking Titans? Give us some background, some story. And they took forever to do that. And by the time they did it, it was some kind of fucking time skip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one, but I do have one.
Okay.
Because I started it and I haven't finished it.
Well, it will count then. Okay.
One Piece.
And guess what? That's okay.
Yeah.
Because One Piece has changed so many people's lives.
For sure.
I've seen this one girl.
I'm not saying it's bad.
right.
At some point,
You ain't never gonna finish.
don't
even say that.
No, I
Don't
will,
put it out in
because
the
they're
universe.
gonna condense it.
Oh,
And when they condense it and they get rid of the fluff, I watch the
It's
show.
not really fluff. It's just things that take long. It's like if you walk upstairs, right? You don't have to watch each stair being walked up and then skip to somebody else and then they're doing some stuff and you come back and they're still walking up the stairs. That's kind of what it is. But the manga does that, and that's the problem, is that they're staying true to the friggin' manga. So, like, if you can get rid of some of that time, because, like, the last thing I watched, there was a character who's telling really important stuff. He put out this signal to the whole entire world. It's like, I'm about to tell the secrets of the world. Oh, first I'm going to make myself some fucking coffee. I'm like, bruh, what? He's like, well, I want to wait till everybody gets in front of the TV so I can make sure that everybody sees it. And I'm like, dude, you ain't got time for this shit, because you're being this smart. They could cut your signal at any time, because the signal only went out once the character died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, you should get to the point. He eventually got to the point.
Okay, so Snafu was attacking me and saying, like, these are hot takes. Well, yeah, of course they're hot takes, but these are our genuine opinions. Like, there's some people out there that are saying Sword Art Online. I can see it. I can understand why.
I watched all the Sword Art Online, but I don't remember if I watched this second
or third season. Yeah, which
that.
you know, again, it started off very strong, but even in that first season, you kind of felt like, okay, yeah, this is too much of the same.
ReZero.
Yeah, Patrick Perez says ReZero. I don't understand that, but
no, I can understand.
I can understand for some aspects,
because it started off strong, because you're trying to find out this. First off, this dude is getting killed very violently, and it's Groundhog's Day.
Mhm.
You're like, okay, so who the fuck killed him? Why are they killing him? So that's the strong point. And then when you start finding out the reason why, and they kind of got away, like the later seasons, yeah, he'll die and come back. but it wasn't like the first few episodes. He was like, I don't know how many times they killed that motherfucker. And he,
Snafu says, for me, Death Note lost a lot of steam after a certain character died unexpectedly.
yeah, I can understand that.
Uncle Blur says MD Geist. MD Geist just wasn't very good in general.
Most of those anime that we loved back in the day, not very good.
They weren't very good at all.
They were not, but we still loved them.
Yeah, we still love them.
because they were our stepping stones, and we got nostalgic for them.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with Attack on Titan? Because Giat is offended.
Oh, I told you, Attack on Titan for me is like they I think it was very poor storytelling. Like, you have these people who live in this city. You got Titans that they're afraid of. You got people out there, making sure that the Titans don't get into the city. You have a massive break-in. Guy's mom gets killed right in front of him, blah, 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 right? He grows up a little bit, joins the army. You would think they would start sprinkling in why, what is going on, what's happening. Oh, I have a key to the basement. Or no, I found this place in my basement, in my house, but I don't have the key to get into it. I'm like, they could have did a lot better telling the story. It took 3 seasons before you found out what the fuck is a Titan. And then you find out that people who, I don't know if I should go into the spoiler and what you call it, but then you jump into the time skip, and then you get to the end, and this guy supposedly orchestrated all this stuff supposedly from the get-go. And I'm just like, all right, you guys could have told the story a little bit better. Most people were just on the killing and there's a lot of blood and stuff like this. So they were just looking at the fluff. And I don't just look at fluff when I watch anime most of the time. I'm there for the story.
But sometimes if you can't tell the story coherently and succinctly, then it kind of gets on your nerves. Like, I finally started to get into Frieren.
Yeah.
And I started watching it. I love it. It's
a great story.
It's a fantastic story, and it's layered very well. But it doesn't bog you down with a bunch of useless details either.
Sakamoto days.
Yeah,
Sakamoto days did pick back up because I remember I was watching it. First few episodes was good, then it kind of hit a lull, but then it picked back up. Yeah, big time for me.
MK Pryor says Hellsing Ultimate, Stiff Nugget, great name by the way over there on TikTok. Tokyo Ghoul killed the first 2 seasons for me with the third. He says, Anchor Pryor also says, Fairy Tale, that friendship crap around the end ruined it for me. The pop guy is saying Shield Hero. Okay, so Shield Hero was getting bad for sure. Yes, the oldest. Shield Hero did have its ups and downs, but it was, and I can understand people wanting to drop it.
Second season, in my honest opinion.
Second season was animated poorly, I think.
Not just animated poorly.
Yeah,
I think the story was just bad. But the third and fourth seasons of Shield Hero,
they're great.
I thought they picked back up. Not as still as good because the first season was good because you were pissed the fuck off. You were pissed off for this guy. Like, you were like, this motherfucker better get his revenge because this shit is you summon me here and you do all this shit to me. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'd have went on a rampage.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you
I'd
would have
want
watched
to kill people, man.
everybody in this, if you would watch that, you would be pissed the fuck off.
Literally, the only thing that kept him from killing people is that he cannot wield weapons.
Yep, can't wield weapons.
He would have killed everybody.
He would have went on a fucking.
He would have went on a rampage.
He would have
and been justified.
Because it was fucked up.
Yeah, it was really fucked up what happened now.
None of these people have listed any of these 12 and 15 word titles that.
Because they're hard to remember.
Okay, they're hard to remember, and honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, a lot of those ones are kind of throwaways.
They're basically the same plot, same story.
Yes.
I watched 2 farming animes in the last 2 weeks. One was about a dude, right? 2 of them. There's 2 farming, but the farming was not the whole thing. One was about a guy who got strong. He was extremely strong because of his farming abilities. And what was the other one about?
Fighting anybody?
Yeah. The second one I watched is he wants to be a farmer, but shit keeps happening, and like he defeats people, and then they were like, "You're gonna work for the kingdom now." He was like, "I don't want to. I want to be a farmer." It's like, "Nah, you're gonna work for the kingdom." And then all the girls are throwing themselves at him, and he
doesn't want to.
He doesn't act like he wants. They was like, "Yeah, you're gonna marry my daughter." He's like, "Well, I don't really want to marry you." It's like, you're the goddamn king is saying, "Take my daughter's hand. You're about to be royalty." Dad, I want to be a farmer.
Right.
That one was kind of weird.
Snafu says, "I love Shippuden, but Naruto peaked early." I get that.
Yep.
Was it farming in a dungeon?
I got it in front of me.
okay.
I'm keeping tabs
It was
of
probably
all
called- I
the
wanted-
stuff that I do.
wanted to be a turnip farmer, but then I tried to paint the barn red, but I couldn't find any red paint.
Oh, it was just called Farming in Another World, where this guy
Of course.
was he had some kind of disease. He gets reincarnated in the world because the guy's like, God literally told him, he's like, well, you died. It was kind of a mistake. What would you like? He's like, yeah, I want a peaceful life. I want to be able to farm. And he's like, all right.
Hold on,
so he
hold
put
on,
it.
hold on.
What?
God gave him the choice of how he could come back to life as whatever.
Yeah, and he says,
Oh,
I want to be a
hell
farmer.
no.
So he put him in another world, but he gave him this tool that literally, like, it turns into any farming tool he wants. So when it turns into the hoe and he's digging the stuff, if he's thinking about a plant, it will automatically plant and it grows real fast, right? And then women start showing up. And it's always like that. But this guy didn't run away from him because he ends up impregnating one of them. And then I read that he impregnates another one, but they didn't get to that part.
Snafu's talking about hot takes, but
Yeah.
he says, I just think about everyone agrees Dragon Ball fell off at some point.
Ain't nobody listening to this.
Dragon Ball.
This propaganda, like,
Dragon
come
Ball
on.
for us was good all the way through because
From
we were
beginning to end.
we were constantly watching the main stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
All the
granted,
fights.
once we started getting full collections in some of the filler episodes, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah,
But the driving episode is still the best episode, like best filler, quote unquote, episode. But no, it's. God says you get a reboot. I'd have been like my man in the Matrix. I don't want to remember nothing. Nothing. I want to come back as someone important.
Yeah.
Maybe
He
an actor.
remembers he
Come on,
did
man,
remember
a
his
farmer?
old life, but he ends up making a town, and people start wanting to live in this town but he's inside the demon kingdom, and they're afraid of him because they don't know why he's so powerful. Like, he took out a
Yeah.
dragon, he turned the weapon into a freaking spear, chucked it at the dragon, killed the fucking dragon in one blow, and everybody's like, what?
Wow.
So, like, the demon kingdom think that he's a threat, but they don't want to fuck with him because all these people are coming to him, and they're all powerful people. Like, there was the vampire princess showed up, some angel showed up, some other people. They all in love with the guy. I don't know.
That's
I like the
funny.
anime where the guy just wants a relaxing life. He's powerful as shit. Nobody fucks with him. All the women love him, except for the ones where they run away from the women. That shit
It's almost like
pisses me off.
ActRaiser.
That
different.
sounds like a self-insert for him.
It is.
He would love to do
Yes,
that.
because I'm not gonna run away. It's gonna be.
I don't. We know.
Did you see?
We know.
Did you see the one with the what was it called? He was reincarnated, of course.
Of course.
What was it called? It was something. Something.
Real life.
Was it Real Life where he was a goblin and he came back? He came back as a goblin and he was like super powerful, whatever. And there's the same thing where he builds up a freaking town. And like these women fall in love with him, and he's like,
All right,
yep,
so
I'm banging all of you.
What is the category that this anime falls into? Because this isn't isekai. This is
No, they're
sounds like-
isekai.
Oh,
they
are
call them
isekai?
isekai when
call
you
them isekais
when you
when
come
you get
in,
reborn
when
into
you-
another world.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Either you're transported or you're reborn into another world.
That seems to be like the main genre
It is.
right now.
It is very
it's
popular.
Heavily oversat. Remonster. There it is.
Remonster, that's
There
it.
is.
And I liked Remonster because I liked his
heavily-
attitude because he didn't run away at all. He was like, they was like, no, it's my turn. He's like, all right, you're getting pregnant. You're getting pregnant. You're getting pregnant.
Wild.
For real.
Ninja
Kamui.
Ooh,
The freaking
see?
trailer made that anime
Yeah.
fall off.
So Ninja Kamui started really, really, really good. Like from the first episode with all the blood, the action and stuff that it had.
And then robots. And then it was like,
Yeah, and then it kind of did fall off. Another one that Stiff Nugget said that actually was upsetting to me. He said because I started to watch it, but I haven't finished. He says Go Go Loser Rangers was kind
that
of
fell off for me too. Yeah, it's called Go Go Loser Ranger.
What?
It's
How
about
do y'all have time? Because all of y'all work.
all the video games I'm not playing.
That's why it won't happen.
Yeah, because what happens is you get enthralled. You start one episode, it's like, next episode. Like today, I was like, I want to play some video games. Next episode. And then I text you guys and I says, did any of you guys play this game?
Highguard?
And I was like, let me play this game. So I played it. Then I played some Isaac. And then he showed up. What I was doing when you were upstairs? Watching anime.
Yeah, that's
Next
true. Yeah,
episode.
yeah. It
Uncle
is
Blur
true.
says Wolf's Rain fell off for him.
I think my issue with anime, and this is part of the reason I don't watch it as much anymore, is everything is a series. Give me some good OAVs, man. Just one
Something
shots.
you can get in and get out.
Yes, one shots. I know they don't.
They don't really
that.
do it like
I
that
know they
anymore.
don't, but it's like, to me, I would appreciate if they would kind of have a couple of those every now and
you
then.
know
And I do
why?
feel like that's missing, honestly,
I
from the
know.
genre.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
get
that's
it.
missing.
You remember a long time ago when you guys worked at that one place, and I remember a friend of ours said that they wanted to buy Slam Dunk at the time, so
Yeah.
he inquired,
Thomas.
and they said it was $10,000 an episode, and this was back in the late '90s.
Oh, no
So
doubt.
that's why
Yeah.
everybody was buying OVAs and movies, because they can afford OVAs and movies. How many episodes Slam Dunk got? 10,000 an episode.
No, I get OAV. They actually go under a couple of different names, but basically, it is, if I remember right, it's original animation video.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, it's like, for example, Ninja Scroll. The original Ninja Scroll movie technically would have been an OVA.
Mm-hmm.
But if it came straight to what you call it, was a movie, which they're about to re-release.
No,
in
no,
4K.
no, absolutely. But no, what I'm saying is this: they had a lot of stuff like that, though.
You just
where it
want
was
more movies.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
well, not
sing-
even this.
No, they're out
single
Yeah.
shot ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you look at like the Darkstalkers, like yes, granted there were 4 episodes, but
But
it
it
was
was short.
it was it.
I
It was
mean,
short, in and
right.
out.
They're out there. One Piece has several movies now, and they don't really correspond with the
Main stuff,
series.
yeah.
Naruto has several movies. My Hero Academia. There's a lot of movies. I don't watch the movies anymore.
Here's a movie that I want to see that's an anime that's supposed to be coming out, and I really want to check it out. You might appreciate it actually, Megan Sean. It's called Scarlet, and it's essentially it's just gender bent anime version of Hamlet, and it's actually from the trailer it looks like it's actually fantastic. It does. It looks like it's fantastic.
I was thinking Hamilton. I'm like, this old sing-songy ass
No.
anime. But
Hamlet.
I understand Hamlet.
Yeah.
Hamlet.
Yeah, Hamlet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My
So-
fault.
Yeah, but no, it seems like it's a fantastic one, and I can't wait to see it. Actually, it looks like it's gonna be awesome. All right, y'all. That's the show for today. Thank you all for being here for this great episode of Culture Junkies Live. Make sure you come back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, for another great one with me, Kenshiro, and my friends, the Great Adakuji, UQ, and
Y'all couldn't hear me when I did it the first time, so I'll do it again. Megashawn! There you go.
we'll see you all next week. Take care. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Ding, ding, ding.